Indigo is one of the most important and ancient dyes on the planet. It's been used to color textiles for over 1,000 years. It's made from the leaves of plants in the Indigofera family, and it produces a range of stunning blues. Today, most indigo on the market is synthetic, created in a lab, not grown in a field. The denim industry alone uses over 60,000 tons of synthetic indigo per year. Our exhibit, Bold, Color from Test Tube to Textile, explored the invention of synthetic dyes and how they changed chemistry and culture forever. The story begins with natural dyes, looking at the way we colored our world before the first synthetics. After the invention of the first synthetic dye in 1856, chemists quickly began looking for ways to duplicate natural dyes in the lab. Synthetic indigo had a few advantages over the natural version. It was cheaper to produce, and it didn't take months of processing time. Dyers quickly adopted it. Now, I bet you're curious, how does indigo dyeing really work? To see indigo in action, I traveled to an all-natural dye works in Tokyo, Japan, that specializes in hands-on workshops. Let's check it out.
The Wanarea Workshop is located in the historic Asakusa district on Tokyo's northeastern side. Here you can experience traditional dye techniques using izomi, Japanese indigo. Wanarea's mission is to preserve izomi knowledge for the next generation and to share the beauty of Japanese indigo with the world. I'm here to try shibori dyeing, a method of folding, bunching, and binding fabric to create complex patterns. Essentially, ancient tie-dye. Visitors to Wanarea can create their own unique designs on cotton handkerchiefs, scarves, or t-shirts. Cotton and indigo have been linked for centuries. They were often grown in the same regions, and cotton has a special way of absorbing indigo dye. The first step is preparing the fabric. Here, I'm learning how each pattern is created by unique folds, knots, twists, or stitches. I've gone with a simple rolling and binding method for my first try, called Kanoko shibori. Binding tightly with rubber bands keeps parts of the fabric from absorbing the dye, creating stripe resist patterns. Different ways of bunching and binding produce different effects, like these bold starbursts. Now it's time to suit up and move to the dye vats. Izomi can produce over 50 different shades of blue, from a pale sky blue to the color of midnight. The depth of the shade is determined by a few different factors. One is the chemistry of the vat. Indigo dye requires an alkaline solution. That means a liquid dye bath with a pH of 7 or higher. Ancient dyers achieved this by mixing their indigo with water and wood ash, made from mineral-rich burned plants. Next is the chemistry of the dye itself. Raw indigo leaves need to be composted or fermented to create strong color. That's because natural indigo is insoluble, meaning it won't dissolve in liquid. It needs to be chemically broken down, and bacterial fermentation is great at that. The final color of your izomi depends on time and effort. Long soaks create darker colors, but the dye also needs oxygen to work. This process, soaking and squeezing the fabric to work the dye in, then bringing it up to the air, and then soaking it again, has to be repeated many times. Over and over and over and over. Dyeing is really hard work. Almost there. It's countdown time.
9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1. Okay, repeat that.
Now we can rinse the excess dye out and give the fabric a spin in the dryer. This will set the color permanently. Indigo can lighten or even shift tone over time, but that's all part of the beauty of natural dyes. Their unique qualities keep intriguing us, century after century. When natural indigo was replaced with synthetics, there were environmental costs. Synthesizing indigo uses toxic chemicals like cyanide and formaldehyde. Natural indigo is biodegradable, but synthetic dyes can linger in our soil and in our water for generations. Rediscovering natural indigo isn't just a fun way to spend a day. It could be one key to a colorful, sustainable future.